Good morning, YouTube and Facebook. My name is Jeff Blum. I'm the author of the book, It's Across the Answer. It is March 30th, 2014. The title of today's 6-minute sermon is, What's Done in Darkness Will Come to Light. What's done in darkness will come to light. The Bible teaches us of a time where the season of the Gentiles will come to an end, and God will turn his attention to Israel. And what that simply means is that the end of the Bible, what you see in Revelation, will be the last part of the Bible or the story that will be told here on earth. It will actually happen here on earth. Just about everything prophetic in the Bible has come to pass. Now, there are a lot of people that may disagree. That's fine. I don't know if I want to be on the wrong side of history in disagreeing, because I've seen too much happen. And at the end of the Bible, God turns his attention to Israel. Well, today in history, a lot of attention is being turned to Israel. There's a lot of wars going on that we don't even know about, have already started. It's just not being declared wars because the media doesn't want to scare people. But make no mistake about it, Iran's missiles are pointed towards Israel, Israel missiles are pointed towards Iran, and so on. This is really happening. Now, with that being the case, what's done in darkness will come to light means that when that time in history comes, you need to know who is for God and who is against God. And what I mean is this. When God turns his attention to the Gentiles, the Bible talks about a time when the Antichrist will show up and basically burn all the Bibles and execute the people who are standing for God, really persecute them. Well, we're almost there now, because a lot of these Christian Gestapo police are executing and persecuting people. I guess they're the Antichrist, but I know they're not. But they need to stop acting like it and understand what's happening here on earth. This time of darkness had to happen. It had to happen because people have secrets. They have secret feelings, secret active. We used to call them secret motives. You used to have to spend a lot of time with people to understand what their underlying motives were. But today, they're telling it to you very, very quickly and unashamed. These times of darkness that are coming to light, those things that were in the closet that are no longer in the closet, that are becoming laws, things that were once taboo that are no longer taboo. These things had to happen so you, me, and others who want to know who is truly for God and who isn't, whether they call themselves a Christian or not, we can clearly identify themselves so we know who to align ourselves with when the end of the Bible is ready to be manifested here on earth, when it is actually going to happen. We need to know what side to be on, because not everybody that calls themselves Christians will be on God's side. They won't, out of fear, out of living in darkness. So we need to know that. So there will be an end to this darkness. God's light will shine over all this darkness. The blood of Jesus will cover all this darkness. And this was a message that was prophetically given to me about 3 to 5 years ago, that everything done in darkness will come to light. It's happening at a rapid pace. This is what we must be aware of. And in the end, just hold steadfast. It won't always be this way. But I believe that when this ends, when this period where all this darkness comes out of the surfaces, from the cracks, from the crevices, from the dark alleys, from the dark filled smoke rooms, and into the public, into our legal system, all the theft and the banks and everything else, when all of this is done, you're going to see God step in. He's going to judge it all. And you will then know who is for God, who is against God. I also believe you will see a glimpse of what kingdom economics are, what kingdom laws are. You will see what God's goodness actually looks like. Because even Christians have these underlying motives. These people sitting in these pulpits acting like the Hitler Gestapo police, policing people, bashing people, not understanding that this darkness had to come to light. not understanding what God's will really is, that as Christians got to go on to introduce the Antichrist to the national stage, the international stage, not understanding what our plan is in all of this, instead just pointing the fingers when we should be pointing the finger at ourselves, because there's plenty of darkness in us, even though the light of Jesus shines within us. Listen, we need to stop the madness, understand what God's plan is. Hold on. If you see all this darkness, hold your judgments, hold it all. It is not your place to judge and execute these people. Don't do that. Just understand what God is doing. Is it a license to sin? Absolutely not. It is a license to understand that you too are not without sin, but that the blood of Jesus covers it, and be thankful. Understand what his grace is. Listen to some past sermons. Get ready for this next season of God, because it's going to be a good one. What's done in darkness will come to light. It is coming to light. And the next phase of God will be the end of the Gentile season and the beginning of Israel, and we will see the end of the Bible then.